If an adult uses drugs privately, earns legally, hurts no one except himself, and understands the risks, why is it illegal?
It comes down to social risk. Even if someone uses a drug privately, governments consider potential harm to society, addiction, healthcare costs, accidents, and the risk that private behavior can spill into public consequences. It's less about punishing personal freedom and more about preventing systemic problems.
Then why are alcohol and tobacco legal? They're not healthy, and society knows they're dangerous. Isn't that inconsistent?
It is inconsistent. Alcohol and tobacco are allowed mostly because of history, culture, and economics. They became legal long before we understood addiction or public health. By the time governments realized the damage, these substances were too ingrained socially and economically to ban. If alcohol were invented today, it likely would be illegal.
But all the concerns you listed, accidents, emergencies, mental health issues, loss of productivity, those happen from other things too. Skydiving can lead to injury. Drinking and driving can kill someone. Drinking itself can cause addiction. Why single out drugs?
Good point. Many legal activities carry risk. The difference is predictability and scale. Alcohol, driving, or skydiving have risk with limits. Many illegal drugs can cause rapid addiction, high overdose risk, and severe dependency after very short use. Governments restrict substances based on how quickly they can create widespread harm, not just individual harm.
But alcohol also destroys lives. There are people addicted to alcohol and cigarettes too. Some drink every day and can't quit. Yet they're legal.
Absolutely. Alcohol and tobacco create massive harm, arguably more than some illegal drugs. The difference isn't always moral or scientific, it's political, historical, and economic. You're pointing out the hypocrisy. Governments choose which risks are socially acceptable.
Okay, but if someone steals or breaks into a house to buy drugs, they should be punished. But what about someone who earns legally, uses privately, and isn't harming others? Shouldn't they have the freedom to choose?
That's the essence of the libertarian argument. If no harm is caused to others, the state shouldn't interfere. But governments worry about indirect harm. Increased healthcare costs, increased emergency services, long-term mental health burdens, overdose incidents, secondhand consequences for families, even private harm has social cost.
Yeah, I get that. But in a utopia, shouldn't all drugs be legal? If society was perfect, educated, and stable, wouldn't people be free to choose anything?
In a true utopia where everyone is educated, no one is exploited, addiction treatment is perfect, no one is vulnerable, society carries no financial burden, then yes, all drugs could be legal because the risks wouldn't spill onto others. But we don't live in that world. We live in a society where vulnerability exists and laws are made for the average person, not the most responsible one.